With a new season at hand, there's new journeys to discover and share with you guys. Today we're paying a visit to Marzanne Roux, who started moving at the age of 3 and grew up to be a very strong young lady who coaches her own teams that achieved great successes so far. I'm super excited to find out more about her journey. Let's go meet her. So yes, people, Marzanne Roux is in the building. So honored to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And your bio is intense. I went through it. I was like, yo, Marzanne, you started way back. And I mean, I always try to take a look at when I saw you for the first time. I used to see you guys always coming to some competitions, supporting competitions, and I always thought you guys were scouting, and I always hoped that you would scout me, because I know that you guys were amazing, obviously, achieving great things and always in the newspaper for winning and going overseas.
Thank
you.
It's
really cool to have you on the show. I mean, you started at the age of 3, so I would like to take it back and for the viewers to know how things started for you.
I started doing ballet. At the age of 3, I think I always, when I have parents coming to ask me about kids doing dancing at the age of 4 or 5, I always say my advice is start with ballet.
Yeah.
Start with ballet. It's a very good basis, I think, for posture, for just basic coordination. I think it's fantastic to go for.
Sure.
That I did for about, I think, till the age of 12.
Wow.
And then that started overlapping, going into modern dancing. Then my mom was at the gym, and there we started doing, there was a lady doing sports aerobics,
Sure.
which is combination between dancing aerobics with some gymnastic skills, like splits, push-ups, jumps,
Sure.
things like that. And started doing that. So, and then obviously started doing funk when it was not really like hip hop.
Yeah.
It was more like funk. Started doing that, and then sort of just flowing from the one to the next.
Wow, beautiful. And I mean, you started at 3, but did you always know you wanted to dance? Or was it just part of you? Like, how did the love for dance basically start? I mean, you're still going.
Yeah, I've always loved dancing. I never thought it would be a career.
Yeah.
I actually studied very much things in art and graphic design.
Wow.
So that was the first aim to do it. It just naturally happened that the studio sort of, it was born and then it just boomed.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it. Sure. I love dancing, I love teaching, I love working with children. So for me it's totally the perfect combination. Yes.
Stunning, man. And then you just spoke about sport aerobics. I saw it for the first time at the competition, and I was like, what is this? I want to do this push-up vibe and whatever. Yes. But it's actually very difficult. It's not just something that you can do overnight.
No.
So please tell us more for the viewers that don't know. Just give us more detail about that. I know that you've done also some great things in that category. Share some information about you as well.
Yeah, sports aerobics I think is not the biggest sport in South Africa. It's quite big in countries like Russia and Ukraine and Australia and things like that. So yeah, so I do think it's a very complicated sport. You have to be fit, you have to be strong, flexible, you have to be able to do lifts, you have to do jumps into push-ups. So yeah, flexibility,
so
plyometric
combination
exercises.
of everything, eh?
Yeah, so you have to have coordination because there's still dancing involved. So it's basically a routine which is dance aerobic orientated, so it's very high impact, so you literally jump
and the music
all the time.
Going.
It's very fast. It's about 155 to 160 beats per minute, so it's really quite fast. And in between that you've got skills where jumps or push-ups or in between the dancing,
etc. Yes. And what have you achieved in that category when you were younger?
I've mainly in that category done the team category. There you don't have the skills, you don't have the push-ups and things like that, but there it's very complex because you have to have a very intrigue and creative choreography. So it's also very fast. You have to do swaps, and it's like they look at visual images. It's really interesting. So they focus more on the dancing aerobic side of things. So that was more what I competed in. I loved that. We competed internationally as well with that. So I have a lot of kids also that compete in that.
That's beautiful. And then you also obviously went into street dancing with your crew, and you guys have traveled a lot. What has been some of the highlights for you with your crew?
Well, when I started Splice in 2005, we had a crew called Fuerza, that means strength in Spanish. That crew we built up and we had a journey of 4 years. So in 2007, I think we were the first South African team to win a medal for Hip Hop Unite at World Champs, which was obviously a major achievement. And then the next year, which was 2008, we literally said, now we're going to go for gold. And that's all we focus on, and we did it. So yeah, so 2008 was my dream come true.
Internationally?
Yes, yes. So that was at the World Champs, and then unfortunately, very sadly, that crew fell apart. Yeah, that was obviously very sad, but then Vuelta, which is the current crew, was born in 2009. And we actually, from the get-go, did amazing things. 9, 10, we got silver medal at World Champs. 11, we couldn't go. 12, and from there, we were basically from 12 to 2016, 15, can't remember now. We literally were in the top 4.
Wow. And to be consistent like that, I mean, that's intense. Just to touch on that as well. What do you guys do? What do you feel is important to be consistent? Because I feel, yes, winning is cool. Like I mean, who doesn't want to win? But to stay top 4, that is difficult. People don't get that being consistent, because you can win today and maybe lose tomorrow. But to stay consistent, that's harder. Like how do you do that?
It is. It's very, very difficult, because I think about 2 times of that you know, period of time from 2012 to 16, we did get 2 4th places, which is very, very, it is very demotivating, and you're very sad, and it's definitely not something, you're very disappointed,
but
because
you've
still
worked
so hard. It is top 4,
but I know,
but you're so close to the bronze medal. So that is obviously very, very hard, because you come back in that moment where you wait for the results. It literally just, everything goes, just crashes, because you work hard. I believe in working hard. I don't believe everything just happens. I mean, we train really, really hard. Lots of times a week. I'm very strict with training.
I know.
I'm a little bit of a competitive person. So yeah, so we do train very, very hard. So that is obviously, but you have 2 choices. I always say, you have a choice of either you sit in the corner and you sulk, or you get up and you try again. And you work harder. You go back to the drawing board. What did we do? What worked? What didn't work? And you just do it again. If it's important. That's
the thing. If it's a passion, if you want to do it, if you want to achieve it, you can. Love it, love it. You said that also. Then Splice Studio evolved. Tell us how you actually started and why the name Splice. I'm supposed to spice.
Almost like Spice. Well, basically, the idea was to just have, almost like you have in the States, where they have a building and they've got different teachers coming in. That is what the original idea was, to have an umbrella system where young teachers can come in and literally, like the Monday, Wednesday slot is yours, like you build that up. But you still have a normal job. That was the original idea.
That's dope, though.
And then we, it was me and a guy, we went into a partnership, and that was the idea. And literally, that sort of didn't happen, and then it just...
I think we all thought like that.
And then it just became this studio, and then it just boomed, and it was just crazy. But the reason why I Splice is because I never wanted Marzanne School of Dancing, because or anything like that. I don't want to have a person's name connected to it.
I get it.
And a friend of mine, actually, he was like, what about Splice? And I was like, what does that mean? I don't even know. And he's like, it's in the dictionary. I was like, okay. So it means to basically put 2 things in one. So that is actually perfect, because we've got hip hop dancing and we've got sports aerobics dancing, and we have it in one studio. So it's Splice, meaning 2 in 1. So actually it's a very descriptive name.
Yeah, and then you also obviously judge internationally as well, which is so cool. Cool to have our own people judging overseas. And if you look at the levels, I mean, do you think that we are on par with the levels overseas?
I do think we're definitely getting there. I think in the past couple of years, the dancers locally have really clicked that we need to work harder. There's a lot of hours that go into it. I do think South Africans still can be more mindset of lots of hours, commitment, it does equal success. If I look at the kids in the States, I mean, whenever I travel, then I do classes. You've got 12-year-olds that's literally like so committed. They do nothing else but dancing.
The mindset is there.
The mindset is there. But I do think we've totally grown so much, which is amazing to see. Yeah, I do think also we're doing a lot more on international floor, which is great. So yeah, I do think we're definitely getting there.
And in your opinion, I mean, you judge, you obviously audition people for your studio. What in your opinion makes a successful dancer? career-wise, or just in your opinion, of course?
Yeah, I do think it's an overall package. I don't think it's just expression on stage, or it's just technique, or it's just choreography, or just music. I do think it's a package. I mean, it doesn't help you got insane expression, but you have no technique to it. Doesn't help you only have technique, but you're dead on stage.
But everything.
So I do think it's a package of all the elements, and there's so many elements.
Yeah, there is. There's like the yellow elements.
Yes,
Beautiful. And then obviously with you traveling, I actually admire the fact that, because we had boot camp the other day, and I still see you in class. I mean, you've achieved so many stuff, but you still take class. Like, you still travel and you still take class, and that's so beautiful for me, man. Because a lot of people don't feel the need when you achieve certain things. They don't feel the need to take class. So I admire and respect that you're still doing that. And traveling overseas and taking class there, how did that add value to your journey?
Oh, it added so much value. I think when I started the studio, you know, you always want international people to come down to South Africa. You always want, they must come down to us and teach us something. Why? Why would they come to us? You know what I'm saying? So I literally started saving money, like, not spending money on other things and saving money, just literally saving money. And I realized if I want to learn, I need to get myself and learn. That's as easy as that. Nobody's going to give it to me by spoon or put it on a plate for me and give it to me. So literally I started traveling. I was very, very blessed. I met a lot of people in Europe, especially Belgium and Netherlands, that literally took me under their wing, that were like my mentors, and I was very blessed to have had that for a couple of years. So they've really taught me a lot. They've literally made me do classes in their studios. They made me eventually teach and literally help me build up. So I was very, very blessed. And then also, obviously, started traveling to the States later, like in the career. And just to learn. I mean, if you as a teacher don't keep yourself up to date, you cannot keep your dancers up to date. But obviously I don't just do it for them, I do it for them too, but I do it for me because I am still a dancer myself. And I never think you're good enough. You never get to a level that you say, I know everything. That's impossible.
Ways. Like, I always feel so, like I still need to learn so much.
For sure.
And especially when I go to a new class, it's like, am I wanting to start over again, go back to the drawing board? Like, I always feel, so I totally agree with you with that. And then obviously we all face challenges in life. I mean, what challenges have you faced, a few that you can mention in your dance career so far?
I do think from the beginning, I mean, obviously we did work hard, but we also got very good results from the beginning. I think we were very much zapped for that by other people. So I had... Yes, which...
You can't apologize for the blessing.
Yeah, but I mean, it was, I think, when I opened up the studio, I was 20 years old, and I just turned 21 that year. So I think for such a young age, to have a big studio and then also dealing with all the politics, and the politics were quite bad. Very nasty things were said on social media. So you know, obviously you know what's the truth, and you know you work hard, and you know you put the work in. But obviously it does not feel so nice. But
especially if you know you work hard. I think that's the thing.
Yes. So, but I mean, you have to push through if it's important, and if this is your passion. I mean, what must you do now? You should just turn away from it and walk away. So so that was definitely a challenge. Obviously the hours. Hours are not so fantastic. So late nights, you know, relationships don't always last.
I know, it's hectic,
because of those things. But you know, and Saturdays and Saturdays and Sundays you work. So it is really it's a lot of work, and people don't realize how much work goes in the back scene.
That's the thing. You just see the performance for 5 minutes. You don't know about that.
So I do think it's a very time-consuming job if you think about choreography, looking for music, putting routines together. I mean, it's not syllabus work, so it's every routine has a new routine. Every routine has different choreography. I don't like to give teams the same choreography or same music. I feel it's unfair.
It is,
every team has their unique identity, and they should have their unique music and choreography, which makes my life more difficult.
It is. But also you want to push, man. You want to keep pushing, and also with what you said earlier, people saying stuff, and I know that feeling. That kind of pushed me also to show them that, I mean, I'm going to like you're doing, making sure that everything is unique. This is me doing it, you know what I mean? No matter what people say, you just keep doing your thing, and at the end of the day, your work speaks volumes, and that's what it has done. And then obviously South Africa, Cape Town. How do you think we can grow here? I don't know if we can say we have a dance scene really, but I mean, how do you feel, or how do you think we can grow here?
I've always said that I do feel we all have the same interest, we all have the same passion, we all share the same love for the same things. So for me, I do feel it's getting better.
Yeah.
That we should share knowledge with each other, because in the end of the day, if you look at people in America, everybody's like, oh, America's so fantastic, the dogs are so amazing.
Yeah.
They've got the same muscles. They've got the same body parts.
Yeah, that's lekker gesê.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So why are they so amazing and we feel that we cannot get there?
Thank you.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Thank you,
So
Marzanne.
for me, what I see there, here you have a studio with 40 teachers. So dancers get exposed to all these teachers, all these styles, all these techniques.
Sure.
So the development is so much faster.
Immediately, yes.
So much faster because they get exposed to stuff so much quicker. So we have our studio and then it's just this teacher. and
Yes,
this studio,
very
and this teacher.
segregated.
So now if we literally go back and forth to help each other, dancers in general will grow, I think, quicker. Because they will be exposed
Exactly.
to
New
different
information,
styles,
different people
different
teaching.
body movements, so their
Sure.
body movements will grow quicker.
Stunning.
So that's
Wow, that's a very unique. I've never thought of it that way, because then you will grow.
Yeah.
Your teamwork to make the dream work.
Net
You
so.
must believe. Net so. Hallo, julle moet dit glo. And then obviously, any advice to the viewers watching today?
I think, I think South Africa now has, we've reached a point where dancers are much more, there's much more opportunity for dancers,
Yes.
I think. Where when I started the studio, there was not really opportunities like that. So for me, that was almost the only way to go, which I'm not, I don't regret. But now you've got commercials, you've got
Yes.
gigs that people can do, you've got, just shows, so many things.
Yeah.
So I do think that if it's really a passion, do it. I mean, I think there's so much room
much
to grow.
opportunities, yeah.
Yes, I think there's much more opportunities. And if you love working with children and you love teaching and you love dancing, start. There's so many kids that want to learn. There's so many kids. I mean, I always say there's enough for everybody.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Don't
even
panic,
if you get
yeah.
involved in schools and communities, literally there is so many
much.
people that want to dance.
So true.
Yeah, do it. Don't.
Love it. Yeah, Nike,
hold
just
back.
do it.
Just do
And
it.
then obviously, how can people get hold of you? There's people that want to join your studio. How can people get hold of you? How can they support you maybe on social media?
Yeah, we've got a Facebook page, which is Splice Studio, and then obviously, all the contact details are on
Okay,
there.
cool.
Photos, just things that we do if there's new events or if there's auditions happening or anything. So I think literally,
Splice.
boom, everything
Plus,
is.
there you have it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh man, I'm so inspired.
you for having me.
Learned a lot from you. Being in Hollywood, I feel I was there.
Oh, we
with
learn from
you.
each other.
That's how we roll. So thank you so much for joining us here on A Walk
Thank
with
you.
Mel. Appreciate it. That's it from us here on A Walk with Mel, people. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday from 12 till 12:26 on channel 263 on Cape Town TV. Signing out.
This the kind of beat that go.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Take a sip, South Africa in the hits now. What's up, Norway? What's up, my boys? Woo! What's up, boys? Oh,
Everybody,
yes.
how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Félicitations.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Congratulations.
all right, well. I go to the little sis right here. Yo, what's up, baby? You having a good time?
Come in the front, come in the front, come in the front.
Front,